Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Surviving Mars,
Breakthrough discovered.
where we're continuing with the Marsgate mystery here, which apparently involves these experimental rovers here. Anyway, we just discovered a breakthrough. Let's take a look at what we've got. Hive mind. Interesting. I would have preferred something different, but let's see. What's this right here? Dry farming. Water requirements for crops is drastically lowered. That's the best one so far. Alright. Residents in an arcology get bonus to work performance based on the number of unique perks and specializations of the colonists living in the arcology. I don't really like the sounds of that. That sounds mediocre. You know what's better? Deep scanning is better. Deep scanning is so much better. So we're going to focus on that first. I'll even before arcologies. Cool. That's that. For the time being, we're continuing to just hold the pause button on the whole mystery here, the Marsgate. We'll salvage this, and then we're going to
Sector scanned.
try to clean up the rest of it. Just throw down a dumping site right here. Maybe at some point one of those drones could be bothered to, I don't know, maybe dismantle this. There we go. Let's actually just salvage this cable. Come on, can we not salvage the cable? There we go. Alright, so I'm just salvaging that to make sure that I can maximize the reach of these things. What do we have here? 109. And this concrete extractor would potentially be grabbing 25. 96. That looks like the best bet. So we won't get all of it, we'll get most of it. There we go. Any idle extractors over here? Yep, this one's done too. This is down to 19.8. I'm gonna clean that up, and we're also gonna, once again, salvage the cable. There's 14 there. 14's as high as it gets. So there's 3 over there.
Research
And
complete.
there's like half of one over there. So there's a little bit here, a little bit over here. I'd say we did a pretty damn good job, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a medium dome set up. We're doing a medium dome mostly because of its range. It's gonna have some very good range here. We'll get that hooked up, ready to go. There will be a small problem with water, though. Bioengineering, that ups the comfort level of all residents that have a farm in their dome. Okay. Need to find water. Let's up the production on those. Actually, we have a ton of polymers, so let's just up the water production overall on all of them.
Sector scanned.
Select this one, this one. So Control-click will select them all.
Resources are
Supposed
low.
to. And which resources are low? Pipe leak. We're low on electronics again. We're gonna fix that in short order though. We're actually finally gonna start building rare minerals extractors. Actually going to double up on this one.
Resources are low.
And for now we won't double up on this one. What object is blocking the way? Nothing that can't be stopped and sorted. And you know what? We'll do a couple here too. Dust storm's still going on. Well, the good news is that these wind turbines are working overtime. I'm sorry about the frame rate that's probably coming along with those, but yeah, they're doing a good job right now. These little things right here are not doing as well as they once did. Grief, that's a lot of power coming out. Wish I had these things set up. I need to get those set up. So we already have all the concrete. We're working on the iron. Let's just go ahead and set up a route for this guy for now. We'll pick it all up. We'll drop it all off right there. Sounds good to me. This is going to be top priority. We might actually want to get another concrete extractor set up here. Low. Really kind of hard to win with this thing. Here, we'll put one there. It's gonna take forever to clear that out, but whatever.
Sector scanned.
Oh, that's interesting. The drone hub does not function during a dust storm.
People who aim for perfection learn soon enough that it's a moving target. Guess EsoCorp didn't aim high enough.
Oh. Okay. So EsoCorp's rovers are breaking down. EsoCorp is having obvious issues with their mysterious rovers as they seem to be malfunctioning one after the other instead of admitting the faults in their predictions about the rough Martian conditions. The EsoCorp team has sent us a message which, quote, gives the Martian colony command the rare privilege of sending one of our more analytical vehicles to look into the most certainly small miscalculations that caused these temporary annoyances, end quote. Furthermore, they're going to remind us that by choosing to analyze their broken vehicle, we have an understanding not to dig beyond any obvious logistical shortcomings in their design, and agree to full and utter discretion. An anomaly has appeared next to a malfunctioning vehicle.
Anomaly found.
Really? Interesting. 15? There's a question. Do we have any specialists yet? We do. We have 9 engineers. Fantastic. Congratulations to our engineers. I guess they're over here. Yup. Most of them are Martian born. Cool. And a lot of the... Why, guys? No. How do I restrict this?
Research
No worker
complete.
restrictions. It's okay if they're engineers, but they really should bloody well... Yeah. That just vexes me greatly that engineers are working on the bloody things. It's like, yes, we're going to send our engineers to farm, because that seems like an excellent idea. Twitch. Alright, so nothing's happening here until the dust storm is over. Where's our little guy here? Oh, he can pick up more of this. And drop that off. So we're very low on, we're critically low on electronics, actually. Might as well just shut this thing down. There's no point in having it active. Alright, these guys hopefully are gonna drop some... Or they could just drop minerals, that's fine too. They can drop metals. Really could have used something other than that. Right, I suppose this thing should be hooked up to the grid.
We have a water
Might be an
shortage.
idea. There we go, that'll fix that water shortage. I'll fix it right up. We should probably also get a couple of moisture vaporators launched. Go ahead and send machine parts with it. Apparently that's all we have money for. Another drone. That'll be sent over here, and then the next rocket will hopefully contain some crew. That'd be really good. That'd be fantastic. This looks like a good spot. Tons of surface metals. And we just need to...
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Little stinkers. How many renegades are in here? Got 4 renegades in this dome. Sadly, I think we need to suck it up and get a security station in here. As much as I'd really rather not. Yeah, I wonder if we can treat Renegade here. No,
Resources are low.
doesn't look like it. This one's down again. That's why our water is short. And we're like out of electronics again, which is a big, big problem. So all these rovers are dead. apparently we're out of machine parts, too. That would make some sense. Oh, this is empty. That's one big problem. And our next nearest deposit's all the way over here. Right next to a bunch of emptied, batteried, broken rovers. Alright, let's take a look here. So this guy, he can pick that up and he can drop it all over here. All of our domes are dead on water. That's a serious
A colonist
problem.
has died.
That's no good at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and land this sucker. And if we have anything whatsoever... Yeah, we can't even afford to send one unit of electronics. That stinks.
We have a water
That is
shortage.
a huge problem. This guy, set up supply route.
Sector scanned.
This is almost ready to be built. Alright, so the domes are starting to get better. This is without power. This is requiring maintenance. These all require maintenance. But should be powered.
We have an oxygen shortage. We
Oh,
have a
it's
water shortage.
missing.
We have a power shortage.
Alright, our dome is built. Heralding the arrival of a new dome by telling us we have all kinds of shortages. Alright, let's go ahead and build that, and we will build another one, say right here. Seems good. Get them connected, and then hook them up to the dome. The same thing with the pipes. Assuming we have sufficient things, which at the moment we most certainly do not. Just kind of bypass the drone hub for now. Actually, just put this here. Sucker right here is waiting for more.
Research complete.
This guy's good for launch. We'll send him home. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started on building some stuff in the dome. Let's get an apartment. And then over here we will get our services set up. So our infirmary and our grocer. diner. And in that little space in between there, we'll put a tiny park. Just a small little alley. That shouldn't take too long for the drones to build. Oh, we can deep scan now, too. Alright, what can we pick up off the ground right here? Oh, we got
Sector
lots of it
scanned.
down
Anomaly found.
here.
A colonist has died.
Alright, let's see what's going on. Cause of death, dehydration. That's troubling.
A colonist has died.
Another dead colonist. Idle extractors. This one's done. So we'll salvage it. Has some much needed metals and machine parts that we can use better elsewhere. 13 units of concrete left.
Breakthrough discovered.
Oh, this is a good one, guys. Multi-spire architecture. I'm actually going to put that in, and then we will... Interesting. Creative Realities, VR Workshop. Cool. We'll start with nuclear fusion. Big problem with this place is that we have no electronics. Fortunately, we have this guy doing stuff. That's about it. No fuel for shuttles. And that's just silly.
The cat's out of the bag. One of our bolder colonists took it upon himself to do what we couldn't. Expose EsoCorp and their dirty dealings on Mars.
I was trying to avoid this. The links he has taken to circumvent our detection not only by EsoCorp, but by that of Mission Control as well, shows us painstakingly that we have failed him and probably many others like him. In their eyes, we were playing for the other team. It puts us all to shame. Many citizens are showing their discontent with our colony now that our own actions have been exposed, and back on Earth, this whole ordeal is blowing up to mind-boggling proportions. It's been dubbed Marsgate, and we are accused of being complicit in the breaking of international and interplanetary treaties by the UN. Oh boy. Popular pressure has prompted that a trial starts as quickly as possible. You will be required to defend our actions via satellite link? Effect, you cannot repair any more EsoCorp rovers. We only wanted to protect them? Okay. Alright. Well, I never did repair any of the bloody things. Not my fault the little stinkers can't keep their rovers running. So this is going to be done in a sec. Oh good, we're growing in terms of food, apparently.
A colonist has died.
The recent colonist deaths are a worrisome trend which cannot be ignored.
Alright, colonists are dying, that's problematic. So they're dying of dehydration. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just launch an emergency ship of whatever electronics we can afford. And in the meantime, I'm gonna launch a secondary rocket that is gonna carry as many volunteers slash suckers that we can bring to Mars.
The rover manipulators held the silver-white mineral up to the camera just as the chemical analysis came through. We found tellurium.
Tellurium. In a moment, the chief engineer at Mission Control was at the communication station urging instructions to the RC Explorer on how to handle and analyze the discovery. It was amusing to watch the almost childlike excitement in the eyes of the expert. This is a significant discovery because it allows us to overcome an old problem in metallurgy. Easily machined metals allow for economic manufacturing of components, but the factors that allow for it usually lower their performance, and vice versa. Thus, engineers have always been challenged to find a way to balance the two factors. In addition, the addition of tellurium to iron alloy allows them to perform better in both areas. Effect: technologies in the robotics tree gain a 10% boost. Fantastic.
Sector scanned.
How are we doing for iron here? I'm actually just gonna like dump it directly next to the dome here and hope that these guys do something with it. They probably won't. They're probably completely unable to. So in the meantime, I'm gonna move this guy over and he's gonna be at station. He's gonna be on station. And just bringing the iron into this plant right here. Maybe we'll just reposition this. Yeah, let's reposition it right here for as much optimal coverage as we can give. Starting to get some agricultural specialists. Nice. What do we got here now? It's no longer full classes. Domes without water. This dome right here would be the dome without water. Or power. Yeah, this could be a serious problem down the road.
The day claimed our last living founder.
Goodbye, founder. Alright, cool, so we need Some large solar panels for now. And probably a few batteries too. And we will bring this guy over. And he should be able to help with getting all that up and running. Send the transport over to grab some more. These also need to be linked to the dome. As does this. And this. This need to be linked as well.
We have a water shortage.
This dome has no water again.
Time flies. The day of the final mission evaluation is drawing near. It's probably a good time to look at the colony statistics and address any goals and issues that we haven't so far.
Well, the colony is successful so far. We had a goal of reaching 40 techs by Sol 100. We've researched 44, so we surpassed the goal. Alright, now let's get this sucker down and let's try to fix our colony. This thing's gonna have to stay for a little while. It's gonna get a little dicey. We're gonna all suffer hypothermia if we're not careful. Over at the beta site.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
I'm actually gonna name this one beta site.
A colonist has died.
Oh, minor detail. They might want air to breathe. Yeah, you probably should have thought of that before I don't know, before I sent a ship full of colonists? Yeah, oh well. Air is overrated. There we go. They'll be fine. Maybe not. Is that transport? What do we got here? These just require 5 metals. That's not so bad.
The UN trial is about to start. I can already feel the water heating up.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright, wrong side of history. Joining the legal proceedings against the entity known as ESOCorp by satellite link is the head of the Mars Colony Project. As a representative of Europe and the main victim in Marsgate, other than the total disregard of international and interplanetary treaties, the treaties which are in place to discourage the militarization of any human endeavors in space are to be held in the utmost importance by all present parties, except the defendant. Thus, the transgression is seen as most grievous. Because communication with Mars is not at its peak at this time, and it will take too long for a proper discussion, know that our sponsors have shared your overall stance on the whole affair. Still, as the final verdict draws near, we have decided it best if you say in your own words the implication of ESOCorp's secretive and illegal military testing operations on Mars. let's see. At the end of the day, it is Earth that has failed us by allowing this whole thing in the first place. You want the truth, you can't handle the truth. I think I'm going with option 1. It sounds a little more
Tough
reasonable.
moment. We tried our best not to fan the flames.
ESOCorp put the lives of people who brave an unforgiving world in the name of humanity in danger, with nothing more than profit in mind. We stand at mission control, on the other hand, are tasked with protecting the mission and the lives of all the people taking part in it. So we did what we saw fit in order to see our duties are met, with guns pointing at our life support equipment, and the closest help 3 million miles away, we were left with little choice. And we stand by our decision to do nothing. I did nothing wrong. Why ESOCorp was able to send these rovers all the way to Mars without being detected from Earth is beyond us, and we, the people of Mars, feel let down by Earth today. In fact, 5 colonists have become renegades. Right. Well, seems justifiable enough.
Resources are low.
Anyway, I'm going to dump these resources right here, and we're going to see what we can do. If we can get these suckers up and running. They are now our top priority. There we go, we got a Moxie. We now have air. We can now land the sucker.
We have a power shortage. Dust storm approaching.
Stupid freaking thing.
New colonists have arrived. Resources
Poor
are low.
bastards.
We have a water shortage.
Just gonna continue building solar panels for now. This rover here actually needs to... Actually, no, you stay. Need to get as much power going through this place as possible. So the other rocket here is good to go. Go ahead and get the cords set up for these.
We have a water shortage. Sector scanned.
This dome is now
Anomaly
short
found.
on water. It would be. Anyway, let's get these set up. I'm gonna go ahead and get a storage depot set up here for rare minerals. Get another one set up for metals over here.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Oh, you wusses.
Sector
Shut that down
scanned.
for now.
Anomaly found.
Let's go ahead and scan that. Let's go ahead and activate this. Oh. Oh dear. Well, this is really kind of shitty. First of all, yeah, we have no money. Yeah, we have 40 million. So as messed up as it is, our best bet is probably to send... Our best bet is actually probably to send these rare minerals back to Earth. Then buy electronics.
Breakthrough discovered.
Extractor AI? Oh! That is incredible. This changes everything. They can work at 50% performance without the aid of humans. So that even comes before multi-spire architecture. This changes everything. This means I no longer require domes to harvest minerals and stuff. That is a huge... Now, I may still lose because of the Marsgate trial, but we'll see.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Inactive work shift. So it requires maintenance. There's a little explorer rover. Found a source of deep iron, deep metals. That's really good. Our shuttle hub has gone down. That's not good. I'm gonna send another passenger rocket to the beta site and try to get it filled up and ready to go. Hopefully we can fill up all these. Hopefully we can fill all that up. And just start exporting
Sector
metals.
scanned.
How are we doing overall on
Anomaly
food?
analyzed.
We're doing okay. Plasma cutters. That's a good one. Increases the extraction rate of rare metals. And we are going to need that long term. What we're also going to need long term is any sort of freaking electronics. Well, this is broken, so it's not going to get fixed anytime soon, so we're just going to shut it down.
We have a water shortage.
Oh god. They're all going to die. Nope. How long is this going to go on for? One day?
Sector scanned.
This is also busted. This is now top priority. How are these ones doing? Yeah, a lot of stuff is breaking. Crowdfunding. Board of Community. Yeah, we're gonna have to throw at least one thing in there. Go ahead and move this guy down.
Resources are low.
Machine parts resources are low. Okay.
Sector scanned.
Looks like they're grabbing the fuel.
Research complete.
Archaeology research is done. Arcology, rather.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
Alright, we need to start scanning more sectors. Rockets can't land during dust storms. 5 more hours of dust storm. These are all busted. They need machine parts. Let's move this over here so that we can get to the ship. Sadly. We'll send back what we can. Dust storm over. Can we land? Yep.
New colonists have arrived. Colonists are departing.
First colonists to actually leave Mars. Alright, do we have anything else here?
A colonist has died.
What did they die of? Doesn't really say.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found. A colonist has died.
Middle-aged. Probably has to do with dehydration.
We have a power shortage.
Alright. Let's go ahead and send this thing back. Hopefully we can get enough electronics up and running. Otherwise we're in deep doo-doo. Are we so low on... We're so low on it because everything is
Sector
broken.
scanned.
Our supply chain's broken down, starting with electronics.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Okay. Alright, well, anyway, guys, I got some work to do. Yeah, we'll see how much we make off the metals. Yeah, we should actually be okay. We've got some money left over. So we need as many electronics, primarily electronics, but also we need machine parts in a big way too. But that is less of an issue since
Sector scan.
once we get some electronics sorted out, then we'll be in much better shape. We're just about ready to finish. We're just about ready to get our electronics up and running. So anyway, that's going to do it for the time being. Thank you very much for watching.
Shortage.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.